I created G plans out of nutrition frustration. One day during nutrition studies at Duke University, we came across a revelation. We discovered that everyone has a completely unique metabolic structure and type. Eating a generic diet program will not get you the results you want, and you will continue on a path of yo-yo dieting forever. Ultimately, sustainable food programs are built within your own specific metabolic template.
I eat what Dr. G tells me to eat for my metabolic type. I don't call this program a diet because I eat more than on other programs.
Hello, I'm so glad you've joined me today for another nutrition masterclass. My name is Savannah, of course, nutritionist here at G Plans, and we have a great topic to cover today. We're going to talk more about hydration and specifically some extra tips that can help you to reach your daily hydration goal. So I know sometimes that can be kind of challenging, especially you're starting out, you have a new meal plan. Water hydration can be a lot of things to focus on. So we're just going to go over some easy tips, some ways to help you prioritize that. So glad to see everybody checking in. I see Crystal from Cleveland, Mississippi, Lisa as well. Great to see everybody. So we're going to get started here shortly in just a few minutes. Always like to say as a reminder, please feel free to add any questions, comments you may have come up today in the chat box. So at the end of our presentation, I would love to open up a conversation, take some of your questions, and you can always feel free as well. If you have something else, maybe more personal, you'd like to reach out to me about, you can also feel free to send me an email. I'll show you my email today as well. And at the end of our presentation today, we do have a new special promotion. I go over a special promotion every week, but this is a pretty, very special, exciting promotion. So you're definitely going to want to stay tuned and listen to that today. But we're going to get started and get right into our presentation. All right. Okay. All right. So today we're going to be talking about how to make meeting your hydration goals a little bit easier. Okay, so this is our overview for today. First off, we're going to discuss some more details about the importance of hydration. Then we'll go over some tips to help you meet your hydration goals. We'll talk a little more about tracking your water intake. And then we're going to go over some all-natural ways to add some flavor to your water. And we'll close everything out today with my tip of the week and then that special promotion as well. All right, so like I mentioned, if you have anything that's maybe a bit more personal you'd like to reach out to me about, please feel free to send me an email. My email's there on the screen, my first and last name at gplans.com, and that will also be added for you in the chat box today as well. Okay, so the importance of hydration. The human body consists of about 60% water. Drinking water is essential for optimal health. Nearly all of our body's major systems depend on water to function and survive. Every day, you lose water through your breath, perspiration, urine, and bowel movements, which is why it's so important to continue to drink water throughout the duration of the day. Studies have also shown that adequate water consumption may also benefit weight loss and weight maintenance. Water can help us to feel more full or satiated and also increase our metabolic rate. Having a glass of water before meals can be a great way to increase your intake and can also help to possibly reduce portion sizes. So we know that one common thing you may observe is when you're not drinking enough water, you may actually notice that you're more hungry. So ensuring that you're drinking the adequate amount of water that you need, and maybe having that glass of water before your meal can help to make sure maybe you don't overeat as much. And a good goal for daily water intake is going to be around a half ounce up to a full ounce of water for each pound that you weigh. So know that higher end number, 1 ounce per pound, that might end up being a little too much for you. So first of all, start where you are now. So slowly set those small goals. Maybe focus on adding 1 glass of water a day, 2 glasses of water a day, and then ultimately shooting for around that half an ounce per pound that you weigh is a really great goal to shoot for. So here's a few tips that can help you to meet your hydration goals. Number 1, might sound kind of simple, but pick the right bottle. Keeping a water bottle with you is so important to help you reach your hydration goals. This makes it much easier to track your intake. Having your bottle nearby, can also give you that reminder to continue drinking throughout the day. Also, ensure that you like the bottle that you choose. Some people may find that actually a straw helps them to drink more, or other people may find that they really prefer having an insulated bottle that keeps their water nice and cold. So, sounds kind of silly, but seriously, find a bottle that really works for you, that you enjoy, that helps you to track, maybe encourages you to drink more. And again, there's some water bottles out there right now that might even seem a little pricey, but hey, invest in that water bottle. Find one that works the best for you and can help you to stay on track. Next is start your day with water. This is a huge one. So because we're not sipping water throughout the night, sleep is inherently a bit dehydrating. The best way to kickstart your hydration goals is to start your day with a large glass of water before anything else. This will also help because I know at times with water intake, if we're not starting earlier in the day, then we end up drinking a little bit later in the evening to reach our hydration goals. What that can do, of course, is also cause you to wake up in the night to use the restroom. So you want to cut off your water intake about an hour or so before your bedtime, and definitely start your day with that glass of water before anything else. And next is a topic we've discussed quite a bit in our master classes, and that's called habit stacking. Habit stacking is when you add on a new habit that you're working to establish right after another habit that is already established in your routine. An example of this might look like drinking your cup of water every morning while you make your coffee. You can also add a glass of water to your snacks or before your meals. Also, utilize reminders like alarms, sticky notes to ensure that you stay reminded of your goal as well. So habit stacking is a great way to go ahead and find those times during your day where you want to build on a new habit. So again, I use that example there. When you're making your coffee in the morning, that's a great time to go ahead, start your day with that glass of water, start sipping on that water as you get up in the morning. Find those habits that are already ingrained in your routine and go ahead and build that water intake or whatever other habit you're working to build on to that. All right, so be sure you're tracking your intake. It's so important to find a good way to track and record your water intake in a similar way as you follow your meal plan. Without tracking your intake, it can be really tough to know if you're reaching your hydration goals. You can do this by using a water bottle that shows the amount of ounces, or as long as you know the amount of ounces in that bottle as well, it's a great way to track. If you're a G Plans member, you can also log your intake in the app and utilize our water tracker. So with that being said, I'd love to hear from you. If you could let me know in the chat box, how do you track your water intake? Do you use one of these bottles that kind of lets you know where you're at for the day? Do you track it in the app or another way? I'd love to hear from you. Tell me how you track your water intake. Okay, so we're going to go over now some all natural ways to add some flavor to your water. So I know, again, sometimes just water, we might find we're not as encouraged to drink it. We need a little flavoring, a little something to give us a little interest there. So these ways we're going to discuss today are all natural. They do not have any sweeteners added whatsoever. So these are some great choices to try. First off is add fruit. So of course you can add citrus juice, like squeezing a lemon or a lime, or if you've seen these before, you'll see on the left side of the screen there, maybe try a fruit infuser water bottle. That's a great way to get a natural fruit flavor to your water. It just gives you that little insert to the water bottle where you're able to add some fruit and it keeps it out of the water. So that's an excellent way to add a little flavor. Next is try an herbal tea. Herbal teas can provide many different health benefits depending on which type you look for, and also are an excellent way to add some flavor to your water. You can sip your tea warm, of course, or try it iced, and as well, maybe add a little lemon juice there for some extra flavor. And some other additional options, sparkling water is great. Do want to keep in mind, we don't want all of your water intake to be sparkling water, but having 1 or 2 sparkling waters a day is a great way to kind of mix it up. True lemon water flavoring packets, they're excellent. It's crystallized lemon, so all natural, of course, no sweeteners added to that, just a more convenient way to add a lemon flavor to your water. Hint bottled waters are a good product as well. They just have, again, a natural fruit flavoring added. They're bottled waters, and so a very just light little fruit taste, no calories, nothing else added there. Yeah, so some great choices to look at there. Okay. All right, so this brings me to my tip of the week. So today's tip is enjoy the journey. First off, ensure that you do give yourself some flexibility. Along the journey to your goal, sometimes we can become so focused on accomplishing our end goal that we don't allow time to enjoy ourselves and appreciate those small achievements along the way. This mindset can set us up for failure as we're not allowing some occasional flexibility and creating a routine that will be sustainable. So it's fantastic to be super focused on your goal. However, if we're too rigid on that, we're too hyper-focused and we're not even enjoying the journey to get there, we'll find ourselves, if we do reach our goal, we'll find ourselves having a hard time sustaining that as well. It's all about making sure you're building a routine and habits that will last, that you can keep going with, and that you enjoy as well. So find what you enjoy. Make sure that you are enjoying the journey. Find healthy recipes you enjoy, try different types of exercise to find what you like best, and be proud of those small wins along the way. When we focus on building that healthy routine that we enjoy, this will help to ensure that the changes you're making will stick with you long term. So in addition to that, when we're a little too rigid on our goals, that can kind of set us up in a way to fall off track because we're so hyper-focused, we're not enjoying the journey, and that can definitely lead to us falling off track. So stay focused, work towards your goal, but be proud of those small wins and have fun along the way. All right, so last thing today is our special promotion. We have a new referral program. So this information, you're going to have a little more information in your email today, but what you're going to want to do is this promotion currently is for only current members of G Plans. So if you're a current member, you're going to want to look for the referral dashboard that's inside of your app. Go ahead and look for that. And so for each friend that you invite and refer to G Plans, you're going to receive $39. Now, when you've referred 3 people, you're going to receive an extra amount of $100 for those 3 people. So that'll be for the total, including the 39 and that extra 100 for 3 people, you're getting $217. And this is a cash referral program. So this is not just a credit. This is a cash referral program. So this is a great promotion to take advantage of. So again, be on the lookout. You'll receive a little more email information in your email today about that. But look for the referral dashboard in the app, the G Plans app. All right. And that does bring me to the end of our presentation today. So if you have any other questions, please feel free to add those to the chat box now. All right. All right. Paula says, I use the water tracker in the app, and I keep 16-ounce water bottles in my fridge and fill them up when one is empty. That way I know when I've had 16 ounces. That's awesome. That's a great way to track. And I love that you're using that water tracker and you also have another system on top of that to really know exactly how much you're drinking. That's excellent, Paula. Love that. Green tea is perfect. Again, I do want to mention when you are using green tea, sparkling waters, we don't want that to be, of course, all of your water intake, maybe not even half your water intake, but an excellent way you can count that towards your water. Have a couple glasses of green tea a day. Great idea. Great way to flavor your water. And then Crystal said as well, some flavored drops are good. One thing I do want to mention with flavored drops and why I did not add those to the water flavorings today, there's a lot of different ones out there. If you are going to try one, I would definitely stick with one that is has a more natural sweetener like stevia or monk fruit. Now, some of the other options that do have more artificial sweeteners, I would say stay away from those in general, from using those too frequently. Some studies actually have shown when you're using certain artificial sweeteners and fairly frequently, it can actually raise your blood sugar levels. So kind of avoiding those. Again, stick to a natural sweetener. And do want to mention with the green tea as well, we want to stick to non-caffeinated teas. So just with the caffeine level, we wouldn't be able to add that really towards your water intake for the day as well. So we want to stick to non-caffeinated herbal teas in general. All right. So let me know if you have any other last questions today. And again, definitely for that referral bonus, you'll want to check that out under the referral dashboard in the G Plans app. And I hope this was a helpful topic today. Again, water intake is so important. Next week, we'll have another great, interesting topic. We're going to discuss how to identify a nutrition fad. So a few key things to look for. There's so much nutrition information out there, and it can be overwhelming. So we're going to go over that, some things to look for, so you know it's not a fad, not just a trend, and really science-based. So hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope I'll see you next week with another nutrition masterclass.